Hello and welcome to Leon's RC Hobbies. I really do apologise, I have not made a video in like 3 weeks, or just over 3 weeks. I have been so busy. I'm a home dad, my partner works. I have a 2-year-old who's with me all the time, and if you've ever tried making a video and driving an RC car and have a 2-year-old running around all at the same time, it's just not happening. But luckily, Friday, the missus is off, so I get some hours to myself. I can get to do a video, and I want to say a big thank you for all my subscribers. I absolutely appreciate every one of you. It's fantastic that I've hit over 200 subscribers. I really have nothing to just give away just yet. I will, like I say, sort out a Fly Sky controller, brand new, the one where you can have 10 things on it. We'll sort something like that for some type of giveaway. But finally, my JBL 21101 has finally turned up. The Extreme Edition, which is the 120 amp version. Let me just pause this and we'll get it out of the box. So, we got everything out of the box. Let's see what we get. We get our instructions and our stickers. I'll have a good check through this at some point. We get our controller. Now I thought this would be some versions of the Fly Sky in it. This doesn't have the Fly Sky. This is another generic one. But we've got channel, we've got trimming, reverse, and all that to bind everything. It feels quite a light controller. There's not much weight to it, but you never know. Right, let's get these bags off these wheels. First of all, we've got a nice wheelie bar on the back, and I will say this first of all. If you ever do get one of these, if you suggest that you're going to bash it, I would remove the spoiler and the wheelie bar from the back, because they're prone for snapping. There's lots of stories of them snapping. Let me just pause to get the rest of the wheels off. Right, we've got them off. Also in the box we get a cheap LiPo charger. It's for a 2S and a 3S. That's what it says on the front. Got standby charging, full and error. But until I get myself a decent one, I've got some LiPo alarms anyway. I can test it out to make sure they're okay. So we've got the wheels, got the bags of tyres. These tyres are nice and soft and very grippy. Pushing it and it's not going anywhere. That really is grippy and soft. They're cool. Right, took the clips off. Let's see what we get in here. So we get a JBL. It's rebranded 2500 kV motor. We've got all metal gearing, metal spur gear, metal pinion gear. We got a 120 amp ESC. This is a very generic receipt. I don't know what. Like I say, some of them are doing the Fly Sky ones. This is a 3-channel, 2.4 gigs. Let's see what we've got for this battery as well before we turn it over and look underneath. So we have, you get with it a 4000 milliamp 11.1 volt 30C 3S LiPo battery. Dean's connector. It's a hard cell, not a soft cell. Should be pretty cool. I've heard people not had any problems with these batteries. I've got myself a 2-cell as well, just in case. This is supposedly capable of running on a 4-cell. I've seen people run them on a 4-cell, and they get a little bit hot, but I suppose if you're doing a couple of speed runs, it should be okay. So we've got double wishbone suspension, oil springs, aluminium shocks, oils filled with oil, and we've got rubber covers over the stems to make sure they don't get full of grit. The suspension is really nice and soft. Let's give it a little bounce test. Oh, super quiet. Let's take a look underneath. There's definitely got some nice weight to this. Let's turn it over. We've got a aluminium chassis. It's a fairly substantial, thick aluminium chassis with a plastic tray. We've got another aluminium brace here. I would recommend getting your own brace that you can fit just here and just here. We'll do this in another video. Now this is supposed to be like 50 mile an hour out the box type thing. I've seen people put them on 4S and get some ridiculous speeds out of this, and they're popping wheelies all the time. We've got LEDs in the front, and not many people when they review these don't really show this part, but the bumper, as you can see, it's got impact zone on it type of thing, spring. The back we've got aluminium trees for the shock towers. They're all nice thick aluminium. I've seen people though bash these and bend these screws. They get bent and they can't take, and a lot of people just tie them up to there, or put thicker ones in, which we'll have to find out, see what happens with that. Like I say, pinion, it's quite an easy one on this one. It's just a case of undo these two and this motor slides out. Now this is supposedly waterproof. It looks like a hobby wing. I've got a waterproof switch, but this thing cost me like 270 quid. I want a chance of getting it wet just in case it does screw up. To be honest, I want this for dry runs and fields and dusty paths and stuff like that. Certainly when I've got a little bit of bashing it, but not to the point where I'm going to destroy it. But pieces are readily available all over the place, and they are cheap. They're just Banggood or wherever. It's still going to take a while to come to you. Let me just show you one more thing. I also bought, is up on this, is a Chevy Shell. I got the idea of this from, where's it gone? Tony's RC Tech. He's got a blue shell on his JBL 3-speed. So I don't like this shell. I'm not a mad fan of it. It looks quite plain, and I don't like it's too dark. As soon as I saw Tony's with the blue pickup truck, monster truck, I thought I've got to get one. So I got the basically the same version but in green. Got to take the spoiler off because the spoiler's going to have to go at the top. But this is what it would look like with this shell on it. I think it looks a lot better than, let's swap it over with that shell. And that shell looks a bit, well, plain. But definitely, yeah, I'm looking forward to adding this one onto there. It will fit. It's just a case of, like I say, this is in the way. But like I say, in a couple of days, I'll actually finally get to take it out. And because this comes with a charger, I can finally charge up my my other LiPo and get my Cosworth out. Now it's fully been turned brushless. But yeah, like I say, I think this is great. I've seen many videos out there. Lots of people really enjoy it for what you're paying for it. They think it's fairly cheap compared to some expensive stuff. And most of the pieces, well, it can all be replaced, every part. It's got some nice weight to it, like I say. But I do know that he spends all the time on the back wheels, so we should have some fun with that. I hope you found some of this interesting. I wish I could make the video a little bit better. I'm doing this at night time in my kitchen. But yeah, it's an awesome bit of kit for the price. Great fun, extremely fast. And I think it's worth the money. It's just a case of let's get it out and see what it can do. Well, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe. And bye. Don't forget to like.